heart of gold, but ready to fight. Standing tall, doing what's right. Shining truth like a firelight. Daddy's wisdom running deep taught me promises I gotta keep. Breaking chains, leaving pain behind. Calling out the crooked kind. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again. Ain't no fear when I'm around. Justice stands on solid ground. One last chance to make it right, or face the reckoning tonight. In the dark, where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again. Dark, where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again.
Warning. The following video contains strong language, which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Thank you for your attention. And a jolly good afternoon. Good morning. Well, good morning to overseas. Good afternoon to everyone here in Europe. And good morning in Australia or New Zealand, wherever you are. Today's going to be a very, very interesting stream. That's for sure. Yes. So welcome to Coffee and Chat with Spawn Trooper. Yes, this is going to be a new thing. And I just thought I'd give you guys a bit of a heads up. Now, obviously, we're going to be covering quite a few things. For example, news in the UK at the moment, just for everyone who lives in Wales, especially North Wales, just be aware that Christmas is going to be a wet one. But before we get into the everything else, right, it's only fair to go and say hello to everybody. So I'll start at the top. Lucy Lady, be right back, going to loot. Too much information there, darling. You jock git. All right, so hello, Missy. Hi, Squid. How you doing? Faisal. Hi, sweetheart. Kim, good to see you. Rogue Mama. Well, hello. good afternoon to you. Wow. Okay. Hi. Nick D, good to see you. Roy, hello, my friend. Hope everything is fine. Hope the wife's doing well. Who else have we got? Ammo Girl. Ah, yes, Ammo Girl. Yes, and then we've got, who else have we got? Who we got? Marlin, hello, my Finnish, Swedish, Norwegian person. You're worse. Anyway, hi Lisa Farr, good to see you. Stephen Ambron is here as well. Good to see you too. Stephen, was it you who asked me to check out Docked, the game? But anyway, let's carry on. Who else have we got here? We got Kathy Stewart. Hi, Kathy. Welcome to the stream. David Fox, how you doing? Good to see you. And who else? Chris Turner, 1709. Is that when you were born? Just before the independence? Anyway, and here are Chris. How you doing, Chris? Welcome to the stream. Welcome and hello, Belgium. Bonjour, Belgique. Right. So anyway, hope you guys have got your brews with you. And if you don't know what a NATO standard is, that's basically a coffee with milk and 2 sugars. Just so for those mortals out there, for anyone who served in the British Armed Forces or any type of armed forces would know that. There's different terminologies, different countries you come from. I'll come back to that. Remind me later in the stream. Oh, look at you. Big Dirt's here. Hello, Big Dirt. Long time no see. Anyway. So remember, hit that like button. I know there's a lot of people who don't like me, but today's going to be an education. So make sure you've got a pen and paper and basically enjoy. So there's been a lot of news over here in the UK, and believe it or not, even my beautiful, darling Queen wife sent me a text message about the American president suing BBC, but we already know about that. That's boring. But the thing is, Chelsea FC, the owner of Chelsea FC, has been basically told to pay 2.5 billion, right, to fund the face or fund court. That's from our fantastic Prime Minister, who, yeah. Also in the news, Starmer, right, the Palmer, tells doctors, that the strike they're going on or are on is dangerous. I mean, at the end of the day, I could go into this really in depth, but I'm not. Something really weird here in Wales was the fact that in the news, which I was really surprised of, was a unaliving of a couple, a husband and wife, in 1993. And someone's been arrested for that. Go figure that one out. Can I read your longer comment? And right, okay, right. Obviously, we now I'm going to drop everything and just right, okay. So where am I looking at? Let's have a look. Good afternoon, my dear Spawntuber and Miss Queen. Yeah, we're going back, going up, looking for the comment. Man, good afternoon, chat. Nice to see you all. Where am I? Marlene, Squid, even you are still a star. Yes, Squid is a star. Hopefully she's feeling better today. Nick D, yeah, it's always wet. Yeah, I'm getting pissed off with this freaking weather because I want some snow. Marlene, where am I looking at? Wait a minute, there's go. You have always told me that's your longest message that you wrote. I told you I lurk and listen to many people. I just don't know any posts. I'm just a trash in the night. So I do come in peace. Yeah, no, it's okay. I was just very surprised. That will be a Netflix documentary one day. But yeah, okay, off to work. Right, Marlin, I can't see the message unless the police they couldn't find themselves in the phone. But I know. But anyway, let's not get dragged into the Duke of Marlborough is charged with something. Right. What else is there? I'm looking at the news right now. This is absolutely Katie Price's ex-husband and that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Classic music broadcaster Sir Humphrey Burton passes away. Oh, this is what really pissed me off, and this happened in Scotland. A 87-year-old man who had an injury or basically had an accident had to wait for 7 hours for an ambulance. Can you believe that? 7 freaking hours. Anyway, today's stream, I hope that right. It starts with okay. Let's do it this way. Let me do it this way. Obviously, I need to. Okay. Right. Okay. Nope. I don't see. Always told me to pay attention. He could be. Oh well, I saw. Oh wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I see the message now. Someone said this morning, and ding ding, depositing up. She said she has been. How did she know that? I mean, I really don't know. I know that there is a that they are going to court today, and the fact is that like Deuce Foreskin basically told her not to turn up, or someone in the anti what the hell's decided to tell her not to turn up to the court case. Now that is basically shooting yourself in the foot. That's just an absolute joke, I mean, like it's coming to. I think this whole thing is coming to a close soon, and I'm looking forward to that. However, I've got something very special for you guys today, and it's based on the anti what the hell's ecosystem, and in general, you can use this for anything, and So let's go into it, shall we? Breaking news, yeah. Breaking news. Today, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be learning about recognizing toxic behaviors. Yeah. We're going to enjoy this one. This is going to be an interesting one. And as you can see, I'm going to come back to the other news later. Okay. Now, toxic behaviors in any close relationship can deeply impact your mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. This worksheet is designed to help you identify these harmful patterns, understand their effects on you, and develop strategies to cope. By becoming aware of these behaviors and their impact, you can take steps to protect your well-being and establish healthier boundaries. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because obviously, as you know, I am doing courses, to help me become a counselor. Last year, around this time, I was doing courses, and even during and after Christmas, I did courses. Now, it doesn't. One thing I need to say right now, and I'm gonna make absolutely sure that everyone understands. Just 1 second, Marlon. All right, and listen, I'm not gonna go off topic to make everyone happy. At the end of the day, talk amongst yourselves. We can respond. I'm going to be watching chat, but I'm not going to stop everything for one or two individuals. At the end of the day, I will respond as much as I can, and I'm going to try to keep this on topic today because this is a serious topic. It's one that we all need to understand. So therefore, before we begin, I want to make something clear. I am not a legal professional, medical professional, or certified expert in any of the topics discussed on this stream today. Everything shared here is educational, informational, and a commentary purpose only. Nothing in this stream should be taken as a professional advice. Viewers are encouraged to do their own independent research and consult qualified professionals where appropriate. All information discussed is based on public available sources and personal research, much of which is freely accessible online. And no, you don't have to apologize. You don't have to apologize. Roger that, Squid. All right. Now, if you want to take notes, fine. If you don't, fine. It's entirely up to you. But let me just make this a little bit. No. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ooh, no. Well, we'll leave it like that. Anyway, right. So basically what we're going to do, how to identify, part one, how to identify toxic behaviors. Okay. Now, obviously, I just wait because obviously I need to refresh YouTube. I don't know why YouTube is so slow. However, right, rarely, sometimes, often, always. Okay. Now, if you want to write this down, fine. This is very easily found. I can put the link. It's because obviously I'm still doing a lot of research, and funny enough, I came across something the other day that fits quite a lot of people, but at the end of the day, it also helps me for my future courses that I'm going to be doing. Okay, because you have to go through quite a lot. All right. Now, this is not directed at anyone. This is just basically helping people to understand, to identify toxic behaviors. All right. And basically, we're going to go through it. Frequently putting you down or finding fault in everything you do. Denying your reality or making you question your own memories or perceptions. Refusing to take responsibility and always placing blame on you. Expressing hostility indirectly through sarcasm, backhanded compliments, or avoidance. Monitoring your actions or whereabouts and demanding that things be done their way. Using guilt, shame, or fear to control your actions or decisions. Refusing to communicate, ignoring your concerns, or giving the silent treatment. Becoming overly jealous or possessive, making you feel guilty or for interaction with others. Dismissing your feelings, telling you are being too sensitive or overreacting. Where was I? Using hurtful or degrading language during disagreements and arguments, restricting access to money or controlling financial decisions without discussion, frequently hiding the truth, exaggerating or lying about their actions or intentions, using threats, intimidation, verbal or physical, to maintain control to get their way, discouraging or preventing you from seeing friends, family, or doing things you enjoy. Now, this goes across the board. All right. This goes across the board. You have to think about every single, from like someone who's got split personality, sociopaths, narcissists, even in general life. Sometimes you may not agree with something, like your kid wants some money, but you're restricting access to money, or controlling financial decisions without discussion. Right. If you say to your, hi Cynthia, if you say to your child or to a partner or to someone, no, I'm not giving you that money for that. Okay. Now, if we go back up to the top, right, does that happen all the time, or does that only happen on specific things? Because you can't label someone with anything unless you've got 100% factual proof. Right. And even then, all right, this is daily life, but a lot of people read into this and go, "Oh yeah, he was really dominant. He or she was really dominated because I asked for money." But no, it doesn't work like that. You have to use common sense with these questions, right? This is not a trick test. This is common sense. If you turn around to someone and say, "Hey, give me $10, I need $10 to get a bus or something like that," that's not controlling. That's requesting help. If you restrict access to funding to like someone, if you've got someone working for you and you restrict funding and say, well, you can only do that, and that, right? Yes, it is controlling, but at the same time, is there a reason for it? Maybe, you don't have the funding to give money to that individual, right? Or, using guilt, shame, or fear to control your actions or decisions. Refusing to communicate, ignoring your concerns, or giving a silent treatment. Now, that there is the perfect example of a lot of people, right? If I don't want to talk to someone, right, I will ignore them. But I am doing that because I don't want to be pulled into an argument knowing full well, no matter what I say, is just going to go in one ear and out the other. And there won't be any common ground, or there won't be any any ability to have a constructive conversation. Hi, Ammo Man. Welcome to the stream. So there's a lot of things here that people can take away, write down and take away and go, ooh, hang on a minute. But it doesn't mean that person is doing it all deliberately. If you are in a relationship and your wife turns around and says, oh, I need some money for my nails and stuff, right? Yeah, okay then. But if she does it every day, no. Why are you getting your nails done every day? Is there a point to it? There has to be common sense and a normality to what's going on. Hi, Snowflower. Welcome to the stream. Hello, darling. Anyway, moving on. Access to severity of the impact. Now, assess how each toxic behavior affects different areas of your life. Consider how it impacts your mental health, emotional well-being, relationship, work, and overall quality of life. You see what I mean? I was saying before. All right, frequently putting you down or finding faults in everything you do. Denying your reality or making any questions your own memory's perception. Refusing to take responsibility and always placing the blame on you. Expressing hostility directly through sarcasm, backhanded compliments, all right, and avoidance. Monitoring your actions and whereabouts and demanding that things to be done their way. Now, that is a perfect example of a micromanaging manager. All right, that is someone who will be over your shadow going, no, you need to do it that way. All right, who comes into your workplace every 5 minutes. Now, I would say, yeah. All right. However, as a boss or an employer or a supervisor, it is our responsibility, right, to supervise you. Okay, if you can do the job perfectly all the time and there's no faults whatsoever, then do you need supervision? Why are people promoted to team leader, to supervisor, to manager? There's a reason for that. Because of knowledge, experience, and they know how to basically do the job. Just because, I'll give you an example. For example. Okay, there was a long time ago, a friend of mine, a very good acquaintance of mine. All right, he left the armed forces and got a job as a truck driver, and he was working for this company for about a year, 2 years. And the road captain, who at the time who was there, basically up and left. He just quit. He just had enough. All right. Now, what you have to understand is that for someone to be in a position of authority, a leader or a supervisor, right? They need to be able to, there's a certain word, I can't remember now. There's every single letter in the words leaders, what we use in the armed forces, has a letter, and the first letter of that word is L. Lead by example, right? E, enforce discipline, but you also praise a job well done. Okay. Now, this guy up and left, right? And there was a memo sent to all the drivers if anyone was interested in being a road captain. And you have to understand, being a road captain in a company, a logistic company, is a very, very big job, because you're responsible for all the vehicles, the drivers, and paperwork and everything else, and the routes and stuff like that. And and he was like, "Nah, I don't want to do it." And I was like, "Go for it, mate. It's more money. It's a good position, and you got responsibility. And remember, you left with a high rank, so you've got the training, you've got the leadership course, your training and everything. You know how to lead." And you went, "Nah, it's not. I just want to drive." I went, "All right." And 2 weeks later, he phones me up. He said, "You're not going to believe this." I went, "What?" I said, "They employed a young lad who just passed his B license, which is his car license. He's got no experience driving trucks and everything. He's got no experience about truck drivers in and out of a daily routine, but he was really good at the paperwork, at the routes and everything else. And the only thing he did not have, right, was the driving license. He didn't have no experience with trucks." And my mate went to me, he said, "What do you think of that?" And I said, "Look, just because he doesn't have the driving license doesn't mean he hasn't got the knowledge to actually lead people." Oh, look, think about it. he can do every single other job perfectly and gets people from A to B, correct? You went, yeah. I said, everyone's got the right information, the right paperwork. Yeah, yeah. He's got make sure that everyone's got the fuel is full, the vehicles are clean, and everything else. Yeah, yeah. He communicates with the drivers perfectly. Right. So where's the problem? Yeah. Is he in your truck every 5 seconds trying to micromanage you? No. There you go. Right. But the problem is, if people don't have the experience with trucks, then they won't understand that, like, you know, you can drive for a certain period of time, then you have to take a break. You can only drive a certain amount of hours a day. There's only a certain amount of days you can drive over the legal limit. There's a certain amount of hours a week that you can drive where you have to have a certain amount of break. Okay. There's certain things that you can have on your truck if you've got certain licenses like ADR or chemical or hazmat. So there's a lot into it. Now, stuff like this, what you're looking at right now, is part and parcel of that. Now, let's go on. Using guilt, shame, or fear to control your actions or decisions. I've seen a lot of people, like, perfect example, the anti-what the hell's ecosystem. They love to do the using guilt and shame and fear to control actions. Look at Mr. Magoo, for example. He likes to scare people by challenging them to trial by combat. All right, but I bet you any money that the moment you go toe to toe with that chap, he will go, "Oh no, you're threatening me. Oh, I'm the victim." We see that a lot lately, right? Refusing to communicate, ignoring your concerns, or giving it the silent treatment. Yeah, becoming over jealous and possessive, making you feel guilty for interaction with others. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of pointers going towards narcissist on that one. Dismissing your feelings, telling you you're not being too, or you're being too sensitive or overreacting. Interesting. Now, I could go through this, and as you can see, right, explore the impact. Now, we're going to go to this part. Like I said, this is just for educational, okay? All right. Emotional impact, increased anxiety, constantly worried and nervous, feeling insecurity, questioning your self-worth or doubting your abilities, sadness, persistent feeling of hopelessness, sadness, or isolation, anger, frustration that builds up, guilt or shame, feeling guilty or responsible for the other person's behavior, emotional dumbness, disconnecting from your feelings. Now, how many people have done that? How many people do that on a daily basis? There's a lot. There's a lot of people out there who try to manipulate, and this is part and parcel of it. Self-doubt, continue questioning your decisions, feeling, or perception. Difficult to concentrate, trouble focusing or staying present. Intrusive thoughts, relying on hurtful conversations or worrying about potential mental exhaustion, feeling mentally drained. Low self-esteem, erosion of self-confidence, overthinking, constantly second-guessing your actions or being overly cautious. Physical impact, fatigue, tension or headaches, changes in appetite, sleep problems. Now, obviously, part of my PTS is I have insomnia, all right, and it hasn't kicked in for quite a while, so that's a good thing. And I know I've got that issue, and I can deal with that issue. All right, I don't hardly mention about my PTS because it's not your problem; it's something I need to deal with, right? And I'm not going to use it or abuse it. Behavioral impact, withdrawal, avoidance, people pleasing, emotional outbursts, loss of interest in activities. There's so much here. Or mental impact, self-doubt, difficult concentrating, intrusive thoughts, mental exhaustion. Yeah, we already covered that one. That there, right? How many people could relate to one of the comments in these 4 boxes? If you can, right, don't say anything. Keep it to yourself, because we don't want to give other people, right, a reason to belittle you or say, but this here, okay, this here is the perfect example of what goes on a daily basis on this platform, on YouTube itself. Okay, and there's a lot of individual. I mean, like I said, I'm not an expert, I'm not a professional, but one thing I can tell certain things that we've gone through so far from different people. Some people actually behave like if they're, I mean, they have definitely got some sort of behavioral issue. I can't remember the word for it. What's it called? Antisocial personality disorder. There you go. ASPD. Now, does that make me a professional? Can I diagnose? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Being a counselor to listen to someone and help them and point them in and help them to find the solution, right? That's one thing. I am not a professional, right? If you want to, obviously, you have to seek that yourself. But this here, the information that you're seeing here, can be found online, right? And if you see certain traits of an individual, and then you go, well, hang on a minute, because a lot of people like to throw the word around narcissist. A lot of people want to throw nutter or psychopath or whatever. However, it's actually understanding the behavioral problems, right? And it's very easy to start seeing little symptoms, little signs of what this individual is. Now, does that mean you can go up to that person and say, oh, you're a nutter, or you're this, or you're that? No, you can't. Because only a professional can do that. You can have an opinion. Are you allowed to air that opinion? Absolutely. Because it is a opinion. It's not an accusation. It's not it's not speculation, or it is a opinion. And this is where a lot of people go, they just wait for you to have an opinion, and then they'll try to destroy you, or they'll try to put you down because you've got an opinion. Every single fucking person on this planet has a right to have an opinion. May it be correct? Who knows? But they have a right to an opinion. However, when you take that opinion and you turn it into, you weaponize that opinion, that's where the last straw breaks the camel's back. Now, for example, I'm just reading here. BetterHelp is on. I don't know if that's a group online in the States. BetterHelp has over 30,000 licensed therapists who provide confident, convenient, and affordable online therapy. BetterHelp starts with 65, and they got FSA and HSA. Now, would you go online and talk to someone? I wouldn't. I would, if I needed to talk to someone, I would want to talk to them in person. Here we go. Evidence. A lot of therapists have an issue with therapy assistant being a rehab supervisor. Something they might not have the master's degree like a therapist, but are really good with scheduling and politics. Yes. But also when you've got a therapy assistant can break the ice. Someone like as a counselor, if you can relate to the person, say like you and I are both ex-service personnel, we're veterans. So if you can sit in a room with other veterans and freely talk about what's bothering you, okay, that's already the first step of therapy. That's already the first step of getting stuff off your chest and being able to speak freely. And there's a lot of people who can't do that in front of others. Right. However, we're not going to be going into that. Right. So let's not fall off the rails and go a different direction. The issue that I've got is that with everything that's happened over the last 2 years, a lot of this, what we're going through right now, has happened, and I've seen it. But like I said, I'm not a professional. But I'm not naive, and I'm not blind, and I'm not stupid. All right. Now you can find this, right? And here you got like where you can actually write your own observations into this. Developing coping strategies, how to develop and cope with that. Okay. I'm going to give you the link in a minute. Because I've been doing research for my next courses. And to be perfectly honest with you, it's something that's going to be part and parcel of the course, because obviously there's like mental health emergency, and I'm still got to do one more essay on that, and then that'll be completed. Then I find out in the new year if I passed or not. I should have passed it last time, but they sent it back and I have to redo one of the essays. So, shit happens. Now, do I believe that every single person is struggling? Yeah, absolutely. We all struggle. We're human beings. We're not perfect. However, over the last 2 years, what I've seen in behaviors from certain individuals and also people from the what the hell's ecosystem, it for some reason it brings a lot of questions up. A lot of questions. But anyway, this is the link. And if you scroll down halfway, I believe, it's about halfway, right, you'll find 3 worksheets for navigating challenging relationships, recognizing toxic behaviors, setting healthy boundaries, practicing self-care, setting smart goals, personal strengths inventory. So there's free stuff there, all right? And the reason that I'm sharing the link is because it's not because of the character, the topic at hand. That's part of my course, and that I was reading up. But there is, halfway down, you'll find different links, PDF files that you can download, and basically, you can strengthen you help yourself strengthen yourself. But this is the perfect example of what I believe is going on. By using those questions and looking at the what the hells and the court system and the way people have behaved and the way people behave in chats and stuff like that, it may or may not help you understand why people behave the way they do. And today's court case, I believe that that's happening today. I'm not sure where, but I personally believe that things are going to be very interesting. Did Lynette? Hi, by the way, Melody. Did Lynette turn up to court? Who knows? We'll find out, because I think Jeremy Hales will be the first one to announce it if she did. And if she did, kudos to her, because then that means she's got the spine to turn up. However, the result, I don't think, is going to be in benefit for her. That is true. That is true. Absolutely, evidence. That is true. Now, what am I calling you? Evidence, or am I calling you? What am I calling you? But anyway, so I hope everyone's got a brew, because I have. And here's the thing. There's no judgment. Absolutely no judgment whatsoever. I judge people on their actions. And I'm not scared of challenging anybody. But one thing I have come to realize is that sometimes it's a waste of time. Sometimes it's just best to just ignore the people and just move on. When you challenge people, or when you've got someone who will, or you've got, how can I put this? When you've got people like Richard Luthman or Volpe or Hello, you God, and you've got other people who will have a dig at you, say what they want to say, and the moment that you respond, right, which 99% of the time I wouldn't even waste my time, but you respond to what they have said or their accusations, and they've shown no factual proof, because when you make an allegation or you make a statement towards someone or against someone, then then the burden of proof is on you. And if you don't show any proof, then people should take what that statement was and make it basically go, unless you can put 100% factual proof, and not orchestrated or not, made up, then we can have a conversation. Exactly, Chucky. They need to want to better themselves. Everyone knows who I am. I have some work for content is confusing to switch back and forth. All right, okay, that's good. I'll just again. All right, now everyone is individual, and one thing that pisses me off is that it's okay for other people to you know to turn around and say, "Oh, I don't agree with you," but the moment you say I don't agree with you, you become a target of ridicule. Right, or they make statements, but they don't put any factual proof up. It's very easy. Like every time I make a statement about something, I always make sure that I have got the factual proof. Because at the end of the day, yes, I have an opinion. If I am having an opinion and I'm giving you my opinion, I don't have to put factual proof up because it is my opinion. But if I have seen something or I found something that I think that needs to be addressed, I will then go and I go, right, here's the proof. I'll do my research. I'll find out what's going on. And if I've only got one screenshot and have then my opinion, I have then shown you the factual proof. I have then gave you my opinion. And the result is then entirely up to you how you perceive that opinion and that proof. And I've done that from day one. I've always shown factual proof. Now, but when you've got someone like, for example, the crow bags, the crampons, or you've got people like Lynette Preston or John Cook and all these people, right? They come out with all this gibberish. And then once in a blue moon, they'll put up like a screenshot of this or a screenshot of that, or, oh yeah, here's my proof. Really? So what about the fact that you wrote legal containing dockets, information, okay, and have the email Lisa Lee legal? You are not a person of, you are not a lawyer. You don't have a bar number. You haven't passed a bar. You're not even a paralegal, because I believe a paralegal has to go through certain courses and to become a paralegal. If you are a qualified paralegal or have qualifications to substantiate your statement stating that you are a legal representative, then why haven't we seen that? Just like when it came to all the money, all the donations, we never saw any type of proof whatsoever. And I've been saying that from day one. Okay. Now, if you seriously think that people are not, or individuals who actually do care, because one thing I have noticed, and please forgive me if this offends anybody, one thing I have noticed is that a lot of people really don't give a shit about what side wins or what side loses. Because one thing I have noticed when it first all started, the fleas, the crampons, the walrus, whatever you want to fucking call them, they started deflecting from the actual case. They started making it personal. They started making it, like a personal vendetta, right? And they took the attention away from one very important individual in this whole case, and that's the child. That child is now 6 years old. Okay, like I said before, by the time Lynette is in her 70s, that child is going to be a young teenager. How the hell is she going to be able to control that? And like for a split second, Stockholm syndrome came into my mind, and then I moved away from that. Right, because at the end of the day, it's not my responsibility. It's not my problem. The problem falls on the system in Otter Creek or Levy County, whatever, right? But don't get me wrong. There's also people on the what the hells who are behaving exactly the same way. You know, oh, you're so funny, Chucky. Pull another one. All right. Now, as far as I'm concerned, right, this is one of the reasons I pulled myself away from the legal documents. You know, I'll sit with Squid, and other people will go through it and we'll talk. And if something is something I find something important, I will then show it. But as far as I'm concerned, if you cannot if you are going to make a statement and you can't put factual evidence up, attacking people or, dragging people through this shit is not showing proof. That just shows what type of person you are. That just shows the type of personality you have. But today is probably going to be the first step where either Jeremy Hales is going to come on and say, yeah, we fucking lost. Yeah, we'll move on to the next case or the next piece. Or he's going to turn around and he say, yeah, we won that one. All right. But you have to remember, every action has a reaction. Everything you do, right, you have to stand and be responsible for when it comes to answering the maker or whatever. And the fact that she's going to court today, right, means that she now has to answer for her actions. Like I've said it multiple times, other people have said it. All they had to do, right, is read that cease and desist and fucking move on. I said that last year, actually. I said that from the get-go. But I just thought I wanted to show you guys stuff like when I'm doing ooh. One second, I've just been sent a message. I am definitely going to look into that. Thank you very much, the person who sent me the link to that Larry person. Oh, lots of messages. Oh, have I hit a chord? Anyway, right, so where was I? Yeah, so all in all, okay, now I think that, like, when people want to use labels or want to make accusations, I think that before you do is make absolutely sure that you've got your little chickens in row and make sure that they're all standing up straight and in line. All right, because like I'm finding it very not just disrespectful, but concerning that people will actually believe and involve themselves. And when you actually talk about it or you point certain things out, right, you suddenly become the bad guy. Now, personally, I don't give a rat's ass if people like me or not. All right, but I am a human being. I have a right to have an opinion. And if you don't like that opinion, you don't have to listen to it. If you don't like what I say, fine. That is you have every right to not like what I say. That's what is called a diplomatic interaction, where you can both be diplomatic and talk to each other, showing each other the base of respect, and still not agree with each other. Hi, Kasha, how you doing? All right. And that's as simple as that. Like, Squid and I sometimes don't see eye to eye on topics. Does that mean we have to fight each other? Does that mean we have to fall out with each other? No. There are other people who I've had discussions with. Roy, for example, does that mean we have to fight? No, of course not. Sometimes he won't like what I say. I won't like what he says. But you move on from that. However, you also learn from that as well. It's as simple as that. If I want to be famous, I'll climb over the freaking gate. I'll drive to Buckingham Palace. It'll take me hours to get there, but I'll drive there and I'll climb over the fence. Bang! I'm famous. I'm in a newspaper. All right. If I wanted to be famous, but I'm not going to do that. But the thing is, this is going to go on and on and on and on and on. Right? And we're coming up to Christmas. And to be perfectly honest with you, I want to concentrate on Christmas. Yogi Texas Alien, hello, welcome to the stream. I can't believe I just waved my hands around like that. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm now going to concentrate on Christmas. Chucky, that's the way I am. Mate, I have got no problem going toe to toe with anybody. But if I know for a fact that I am in the wrong, then I will back off and I'll say, hey, I'm in the wrong. I apologize. I'm going to move on. Right. But at the end of the day, you can't tell me that I am wrong right now when I turn around and say that. People out there are deliberately basically trying to destroy and damage other people's reputations just because they think they can. And their behavior is not normal. But a lot of people don't understand that because they can't see or understand the telltale signs. I mean, like, I have gone toe to toe with Bruce Matskin. I've gone toe to toe with Richard Luthman, because the thing is, they don't have any ammunition whatsoever. Because everything I have said and everything I have pointed out is based on public available information on their behavior going back to the 90s. And the biggest issue is a lot of people, because here's the thing, and I'm not saying that people are like this, right? Oh, I can't believe you said CNN. Oh, you swine. I mean, if you'd have said Fox or ABC, that'd be different, but CNN? Fucking damn you. One second. Anyway, what was I saying? Right now, and if people, how can I put this? I just got really interrupted by. How can I put this? One thing I have, and you may not agree, you may agree with me on this one. All right. One thing I've noticed is that people have got brains like fucking goldfishes. It's like they don't know what happened yesterday. When you actually mention, look, I'm not pointing at anybody, I'm just saying. A lot of people seem to forget what happened last year. A lot of people seem to forget the behaviors of certain individuals last year and this year. And it was quite funny. I'm not sure if you can remember this, but when I mentioned the fact that, defense, for example, was paid in October, I had DMs, people going, what the fuck? What? And I went, yeah, it was paid in December. No, it wasn't. I went, yes, it was. It was all paid up for in December, in October last year. Show me. And I'd show them the link. And then I'd say, right, listen to this. Listen from this part to this part. Lisa even admitted it. And it was like, oh, snap. Really? I went, yeah. But no one will actually go back. This is the thing. You look at a couple of weeks past and everything, yeah, no problem. Go back a year. Go back 2 years. Go 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. I've gone all the way back to 1998 on 93, I think, with Bruce Matskin and with Richard Luthman in 98. Research, everything's online. I don't have to break a sweat. Just go, bang, done, there. All right. And then with everything that's been happening, this is what I'm talking about deflection. There's a lot of people out there who will like try to deflect things, change the narrative and the rhetoric and everything else. But if you have an opinion and certain individuals don't like your opinion, suddenly you're the bad guy. But I have to admit, I want to say thank you to everyone who's been using me as a speaking point, and I would like just to make this a public announcement. Is basically thank you so much for free advertising and putting me out there, and I appreciate that. Nimrod, hello, good to see you. All right, and thank you so much for talking about me and using my name, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. I didn't expect it, and I take the bow, and I'm very humbled that you have plugged and advertised my platform and myself. I really appreciate it. I don't know how to repay you, but saying thank you. Chucky, have a good one. Thanks very much. You have a good one. You take care of yourself and have a safe day. You know, I get it. There's people out there who probably don't understand, or are just sheep. No pun intended. But somewhere down the line, you need to come to the realization is that if you're being led down a garden path, who's responsible for that? Is it the person who's leading you down that garden path, or is it you? Think about it. You know, I mean, like everything that happens in the world, right? And then we've got Otter Creek. Isn't that strange? Everything that happens in the world, and then we got Otter Creek. Figure that one out. I mean, like, how many people have been involved in this? How many people have basically been attacked because they have an opinion, have been ridiculed and doxxed and basically dragged through the sewer because, one, they're either afraid to retaliate because it'll just get worse. Two, if they retaliate, it just gives the individuals more content to talk shit about. Or three, right, is that this person really follows through on their indirect and under the carpet type of threats. Who knows? But what I've showed you in about the how to recognize toxic behavior. The link is there. I mean, I can give you the link again. You know, it's entirely up to you to do the research, because I'm doing research for my next course, and I like to share that. And this is not directed at anybody. This is general conversation. Good. Hi, Paul. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Kasha. Did I say hi, Kasha and Dave? Yeah, I did. Yeah, Nimrod. I definitely said hello to Nimrod because I saw you pop in. Yogi. Now, what do you think? So I'm going to put a question to you guys. What do you think is the results going to be of the court case today? Lynette Preston versus what the hell's? So you guys give me your feedback. What do you think is going to happen? I shall wait. I shall sit here and wait. Actual fact, do you know what? I think what I'm going to do while we wait, I'm just going to do this. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. Where am I? What am I doing? Yeah, I'm going to do this. Why not? Why bloody not? So I'm going to wait for you guys to, right, and then we'll go from there. Because I would like you guys to have some input in this as well. So, yeah, she's going to have to write checks because Davis does not play. No, Davis. No. He's not going to play. Yeah, I think she's going to need new underwear. So, if Bruce Matskin told her, now, if it is true, the thing is, this is not verified. There's no proof. You can only go by what she said or other people said. This is what I mean. You need to have factual proof that was said. If there's factual proof that he said, don't go, that puts him in even a deeper hole than he wants to be. Now, her lawyer told her not to show, so I think it's a no-show. Bench warrant would be nice. Well, she would. I don't know the U.S. law that much, but I do know that if you don't show up, I believe it's contempt of court. Good morning, all. Nina, good morning. You've made it this time. You actually, I actually responded to you, but you weren't here anymore, because I started the stream yesterday about 10 minutes, about an hour after you. No, even earlier than that, about 20 minutes after you messaged. So my apologies to you, Nina. Depends on who turns up. If no turn up, it's possibly a bench warrant. So is that a fact, Paul, that a bench warrant can be put out against Lynette if she didn't turn up to court today? I mean, Jeremy's getting justice. He's definitely going to get it. But, like, be surprised if he doesn't get all of it. I don't think he's going to walk away from this 100% win. I think he's going to walk away with this with like 65-70% win. He's going to lose some of the court case or some of the argument, but he's not going to lose everything. That's for sure. And by the way, a big shout out to JK Films for this fantastic tune he created. I would love to see Jeremy get some justice, if only a little today. He deserves to put something to rest. Yes, he does. He does. Yeah, I mean, shiny bracelets for Christmas. You know, not these, what they call it, the fluffy ones. Yeah. So let's do it this way. If you think that Lynette Preston is not going to turn up to court today, press 1. If she is going to turn up, press 2. Let's see how many of you have the same sort of track of mind as I have, that I don't think. I think that she probably will turn up, because I think that she will know that she doesn't. She'll be in more trouble than she wants. No, I already done it, and it's not a block nose, by the way. I'm just talking like this for some reason. So Gail, you think that she won't turn up? She'll turn up, sorry. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 versus 1 so far. I can't believe I just forgot my question. Right, 1 if she won't turn up, or 2 she does turn up. Oh, it doesn't matter. If she doesn't, I mean, we all know what's going to happen. We all know what's going to happen. We all know what's going to happen.
Yeah, man. Welcome back, troopers.
Yeah, I mean, like, if she doesn't show, obviously she's gonna be in the shitstorm. But we know what they're like. We know that these type of individuals. And to be perfectly honest with you, I'm giving it 50-50. But I don't. If she turns up, then it's because she has to, and because she has. Because one thing I've noticed is that when she's in court, she always wants to make a statement. Instead of answering questions, she wants to make statements. Exactly, Kim. That's exactly my point. That's that's one thing I've noticed with her. She wants to always make a statement instead of like, okay, are you Lynette Preston? Well, yes, I am, but for my friends, I'm Michelle. You know what I mean? It's one of them. I mean, we already know that she's had so many different names that she could actually play every single character in her own horror film. But there you go. I mean, some of these cockwombles really deserve to be in court as well, and that goes on both sides. There are people that I've come across in this saga. I would love to see them in front of a judge. or get swiped with some ticket for behavior. She's a bloody stupid. If she doesn't show up, she doesn't want to be put in jail. Well, I mean, like, I'm surprised. Right, okay, this is my personal opinion. I am very surprised with all this going on with this court and the potential loss of the property and them becoming homeless or not having somewhere to live. I am very surprised that the Child Protection Services hasn't involved themselves in this. I'm a bit confused. I'm also very confused that this doesn't get brought up in court cases. So I don't know. I think from what I understand, I think it's Lynette and Bruce have to turn up to that court case. I could be wrong. I don't know. To be honest with you, I haven't been paying that much attention because I got better things to do, like fight and wrestle my dog and get chased around the house by the cat. So, you've got a 20% chance of Deuce Boy turning up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Welcome back, troopers. Cheer up.
Yeah, so I am not going to lose any sleep over that. And to be perfectly honest with you, right now, all I want to see. Oh, wait a minute. There was something. Oh, God, I just remembered something. Shit. What was it? Not that. Not that. What was it? 1 minute. Let me. 1 second. Oh, yes, there we go. I knew there was something I wanted to say and I totally forgot about it. Right. Total change of topic right now. Right, because I'm getting bored talking about the case. Not against you guys, but I'm just getting bored. When you get a chance in regards of having gear in your back of your car, the other day when we were talking about that, there's one thing one thing else you could carry in the back of the car, for long trips and stuff like that, right? Is a tent, and it's called a reactive. It's from Reactive Outdoor. Go and check that out. I'll get you the link to it. Please hold. And yeah, there you go. Wait a minute. Let me see. One second. I'm not sure you can get them in the US, but go and check that out. All right. Trust me, you'll be very you'll like it. Basically, you can throw it out and it just builds itself. Now, if I'm traveling long distance, I usually have my bivy bag and everything with me, which is a one-man sort of sleeping bag, and it's like a tent as well. Wait, what? Rusta Suss's family is head of the CPS. Really? Oh, there you go then. There's your answer to the problem. Yeah, that's Paul. You got that one right. Wow, that's actually a scary thought. No, yeah, that makes that does it. Well, I'm not saying it's factual, but it does make sense, considering that the CPS are as much used as a fart in a spacesuit. But there you go. But anyway, so I'm going to ask you something. Have you finished your coffee yet, or whatever beverage you are consuming right now during this stream? Considering that we've been here now an hour and 10 minutes, and I hope that you're enjoying this. I'm going to do this more often. So and a big shout out to Amago for And a big shout out for JK Films, DJ Ratters, and all the other nice people. And obviously not forgetting, our own neighborhood tentacle lady, Squid Proko, and our own teacher, my pretty Pam. And let's just remember all the good people. And guys, I am going to be doing a members only, probably over the weekend. Just to give you, just to let you know what's going to be happening for the Christmas stream. And obviously give you guys the first, heads up and everything. Yeah. And like I said, if you've got any suggestions for reading or stuff like that, yes, I do. Thank you, girl. I had too much there. Like I said, at the moment, the moderators I got are perfect. Some of them you do know, some you don't. Some moderators don't actually come into the stream at all. They sit outside like great white sharks and swim around, and they just wait. The thing is, you don't have to have moderators be seen all the time. But the moderators I have got, I have 100% trust in. Some moderators are honourable moderators, but in the new year, and when I do ever progress to full monetization, I am going to then pull all the moderators in, and then we're going to put a list down of names, and then we're going to then vote on who will be added to the moderation team. You're all here watching. Good. That's exactly what you should be doing. Now, at the end of the day, remember, this is a two-way thing. All right? People can be educated either way. I'll be honest with you, I have been extremely well educated when it comes to American law. It doesn't fucking work. Or it works, but it's not used correctly. And then there's obviously different things. Now, let's be honest. What law does work? It's either in favor of, the cops, or it's in favor of the defendant. But this whole court case is an absolute fucking joke. It is, isn't it? But I think I'm going to do this more often. I think I'm going to have, I think I'm going to do, this more often, and it's going to be random topics, and it's just going to be random shit. We're going to talk about, what did I say? Oh, there's something I need to do. Where is it? Anyone, obviously Mid Wales, North Wales, just be aware. All right, the temperature is going to be falling. All right, and you know what it's like. The weather forecast. Oh, it's going to be 4 degrees or 3 degrees. It's going to be way colder. So just make sure you prepped and got everything ready. Right. Also, when it comes to rain, I mean, we all know what's going to happen there. And besides that, other news in the UK, it's same shit, different day, really. Yeah. There's some stuff I'm not going to discuss. The person in regards of the Hog Mane pub unaliving has been sentenced for life. So yeah, there's a lot of There's a lot going on. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. Oh. That's not going to go down well. Disappearing of a white-tailed eagle. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Yeah, right, anyway. So, yeah, enough of the news. I tried to keep negative. Oh, my God, it's going to be cold. Oh, at least Friday's going to be sort of like warmish. Anyway. Dude, I'm telling you right now, SMN, when the first time it snows, I'm going out there butt naked. I'm telling you that now. You will not believe how good it is for you to just roll around in snow after you've been in, like the Swedes, Norwegian, the Scandinavians do it. They go in saunas, right? And these guys dig a hole in the ice big enough so you can jump in, submerge yourself, and then come back out. I mean, when we went to Norway for winter exercise, we actually did the submersion exercise where you jump. You got your backpack and your skis and all that, and you jump into the cold water, and then you have to get yourself out using your ski sticks. Trust me, many of grown-ass killing machines, known as soldiers, went into that water and they literally levitated out of that water and got out of it. I've never seen people get out of water that quick. The old trick is to submerge and put your head under the water and then breathe out when you're coming back up. That's what I got learned. It's good for you. People don't realize how good it is for you. Hey Lisa, listen. Don't mock it until you've tried it. And just be aware, Lisa, there's a moderate warning for rainfall. Just so you know. But yeah, I mean, and guys, cold showers every day in the morning, good for you. Trust me, you will thank me afterwards. Cold showers are really good for you. Yeah, they get your blood pumping. Yeah, it is. Fact. That is fact, Paul. That is fact. I mean, like when was it? Last year? Where did we go diving? I went diving last year, didn't I? Was it this year? I can't remember when it was now. Oh yeah, it was St David's. Yeah, we went scuba diving. Yeah, that made me stand up to attention. That's for sure. I mean, I would go diving right now. You know, if I had the right equipment. The water's not that cold. You know. But I tell you one thing, it'll wake you up, but it's good for you. But anyway, guys, are there any, is there anything anyone wants to mention? You know, and listen, everything that you've heard here, okay, is just my opinion, and it's also research. And remember, if individuals make statements, at the end of the day, the burden of proof is on them. All right. So if people make statements and they don't show any factual proof, just ignore it, or just go, yeah, sure, okay, thank you, no problem. And that's the way I have been for a while, and that's the way I am. Again, like once it's been said, I try not to repeat it. Oh, hello, Heidi Michael. Z5Z or Zulu 5 Zulu. Welcome to the stream. Autobots roll out. Yeah. Oh, I got a Christmas card. I'm gonna let my queen open that one. I opened the first one. Yes, Marlin, my dear teddy bear. I have in half a food come up off. Give your queen a hug for me, and I shall do that. And Hug to you to see you. Love you too, my darling. And just have a nice, relaxing afternoon. All right, because it's what is it? Coming up to 6 o'clock over there right now. You take care, my dear, and thank you very much for being here. And I appreciate you. I do appreciate you. Chris, no, behave yourself. No, Chris. That's lowering yourself. No. We're not gonna say that, Chris. No. 9. No. Niet. Don't lower yourself to that level. We don't want to. We're not having that. Okay. You just sit there, drink your freaking strong coffee. Which reminds me, I need to go and put the kettle on in a minute. And thank you, Chris, for respecting that. Like you've gotten, fine, that's your opinion, but you know this is not the time or the place. But what I am going to do, though, I am going to go on. I don't know about anyone else, so I'm going to give. Oh wait, what's that? Good night. I'm so happy. Oh, look at you, Gail and Marlon are friends. Yay! Right, what I am going to do, though, I am going to put a tune on, so myself, and I can go and make a coffee because obviously I want to. So let's find. Yeah, let me put that one on. You ready for this? Here we go. Okay, so I am going to go and make a quick coffee. You can sit and hang out and wait until I get back, or talk amongst yourselves. And this is exactly what this is for. So you can all talk amongst yourselves. Squid can talk to you guys. You know, she can basically bring you up to date of any upcoming streams or topics she's going to talk about, and she can then, you know. But I'll be right back. I'm going to go make myself a coffee. And I'm back. And in regards of your question, Nina, I am not going to change that until either I reached 1,800 subscribers, or I forgot what I was going to say now. My brain's just gone fucking blank. Or they come up with another idea, because technically the thumbs up and thumbs down is technically just an indication for the creator to understand, you know, like if people like it or not. To be honest with you, it's I don't really, you know, I do appreciate the likes and its interaction and everything, but I don't think people need to know, you know, because like with things that have happened in the past and the way people try to make a big deal about it, I'd rather keep everything as neutral as I possibly can. But if I reach 1,200 or more, I may turn it back on. But also from, you know, doing research on YouTube and different videos I've seen, is like, you know, a lot of people have turned it off. You know, and to be honest with you, what's the point of knowing how many people liked, you know? Some people don't want to, you know, if they know that like their like is not going to be seen, right? That's good for them, and it's up to them. But I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I prefer the interaction because it tells me how to better myself as a creator. And yes, I've just opened a can of Dr. Pepper. Please do not tell the Queen, because I'm supposed to only have 2 a day. This is now my 3rd one, so I'll sue me. Hiring your channel. What do you mean hurting your channel? If someone wants to super chat coverage of those records, but then do you know, I've been thinking about this. You know, when people, you know, give me super chats and stuff like that, I really appreciate it. But one thing you have to understand, that those super chats are really going to go towards the charity that I'm going to go donate to. So, like, I know that YouTube takes a certain amount, but what I've decided to do is that basically, like, I think I've explained this, that I'm probably going to keep 5 or 10% of what I get, and then the rest of it, you know, gets sent. But you know, when people want to do it, fine. People don't, fine. It's good. It's handy, but yeah. I'm gonna at some point off. I'm not gonna do it around Christmas. No, everyone needs their everyone needs their medallions. Everyone needs their beer tokens around Christmas. I only do. Wait, what? Is this? What are you getting multitasking? Oh, Dr. Pepper, 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 Dr. Pepper. That's not fair, Nina. You got sponsor. You got to let people help you. No, nope. Are you? Bah humbug. I mean, I've had some gracious people already, you know, David Green, Snowflower, and other people, and I really do appreciate it. But you know, at the moment, I'm still getting to know things. I probably might put a goal up at some point I'll probably might put 1 or 2 up in the next few weeks, and then see what happens. And then when I get the first ching ching, then I need to start. Obviously, then I need to then start getting the ball rolling, because I've already spoken to the person at the combat stress. So I need to make sure that everything is correct and done correctly. I think you should pick a percentage, Spawn Trooper, and donate that amount. What's going to be... Squid, don't you start. I swear to God. I will get baby squid on you. I will make her walk up to you every 5 seconds and bug you while you're streaming. What are you going to make a ringtone? Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, please answer the phone. Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, you are receiving a call from Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, please answer the phone. There you go, there's your freaking ringtone. Let's do this. You're not feeling well. I hope I can cope with Christmas for the chill. Listen, let's do this. Listen, you're not on your own, all right? If you need to talk to someone, yeah, you're always welcome, all right? Arizona Hawk, hello. Yeah, so Julia, you're never alone, all right? So just remember that, okay? And you're green, so that means like when we do members only, then you're free to even speak a little bit more clear. But remember, no personal information, no, but you're always going to have someone who's going to talk. Oh, Squid, I swear to God, I will scream ho humbug at you. I will go humbug. Why am I getting massages? What's this? Well, I can't see that at the moment. But anyway, do your research, guys. Go and do your research. You'll be very surprised at what you can find. Oh, and Mushy Lady was here earlier on. Where she disappeared to? But anyway, so I think that we can call it a day. Yeah, but remember this: a hunger for power and dominance, devious or deceptive tendencies, ruthlessness in pursuit of their goals, hostile or aggressive towards others, easily angered or irritated, irresponsible decision-making, superficial charm and powers of persuasion, broken moral compass or limited conscience, few close bonds and relationships, manipulative tendencies, entitlement and impunity, social deviance, cheap thrill-seeking tendencies, opportunistic in all the wrong ways, emotional detachment. Spawn, put a list of vet charities who you wanted to help in choosing, so he put a poll. I can do that. I'm definitely going to do that. I mean, you've got Combat Stress, you've got SAFA, the British Legion. They've got money. Help the Heroes, not going to touch them. They've got money as well. But SAFA is the main hub where people contact and they get advice and help from. Combat Stress is for the guys, but I have been more than happy to do some more research and get a couple of others on the list. Oh, the game docked. I've looked into it. I haven't tried it. I probably might try it, but I'm going to do that in the new year, because obviously it's still beta version. It's still like, they're still building it. The only problem is I'm a bit dubious of how much it's going to cost, Stephen. But I do like it. The fact that you can actually, you are in control of actually, container cranes and offloading, unloading, offloading, loading onto trucks and stuff like that. and being a tug driver as well. A tug driver is basically a little tug that can pick up container trailers and stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely going to look into that. Glory Bird, welcome. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look into that, because that is an interesting game, and it's a simulation as well, so that's good. And I like the graphics on it. I do like the graphics on it, and I also like the thingy that you can progress in that game as well. Yeah. And Sappho is with 2 F's, by the way, Paul. I think Hendon's got, Blenheim's a good one as well, but I can get the information on that one. Yeah, a lot of this is the problem here in the UK, because of everything else. A lot of information for charities for veterans and to support veterans with their PTS and everything else seem to have disappeared, because with Afghan people used to go to Hendon or to Blenheim, and the hospitals in Birmingham, for example, where casualties were taken to before they got transferred to the military hospitals. There's no recognition for the nurses and doctors and everyone who helped the casualties that came back from Afghan in Birmingham. And I think that people should know about that. And I'm probably going to cover that at some point. No, it's all right, Paul. Don't worry about it. So yeah, that's something I'm going to look into, because I think people should know, what hospital and what the nurses and doctors and all the staff did for the vets who came back after they were injured, or maimed. And a lot of people don't even know about the hospital in Birmingham. What happened to my store? What store? I've got a store? Oh! Do you know what? Oh my God, I totally forgot about that. I really, oh my God, I was like, what store? And then it dawned on me. I tell you what, what day is it today? It's Wednesday. How would you guys like to do a Friday shopping? How would you guys like to go shopping on Friday? Wait a minute, what date's Friday? 19th. How would you guys like to do Christmas shopping on a Friday afternoon? Instead of having a coffee and chat with Spawn Trooper, how about a coffee and chat and shopping with Spawn Trooper? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I mean, we can, and then just watch everyone get the, because the thing is, obviously Squid is still on the till, and she's still the head cashier, and maybe I should put her on restocking, or, put her on security, Are you serious? What is wrong with people? I mean, one of the most important and genuine information platforms like yours, and they what is wrong with people? Oh yeah, they want a reaction. There you go. That's why. And also, yeah, bring it. Yeah, but let's not copycat. Let's it's a shame. But yeah, so basically, if I reach 1,200. So if you guys and you lurkers and you haters want to see me monetize, and you want to see how a real creator actually interacts with and is willing to accept their mistakes and everything else, get me up to 1,200 and we can start cooking with gas, shall we? No, I'm only joking. I will get there naturally. I will get there when I get there. Oh boy. Like I said, I'm not here for I don't do it for the fame or for the money. I do it because I want to. I want to interact with you guys. Oh, Nina. I don't think it's just them. I think there's other people, but there is a recognition by those who know. The problem is that news and MSN won't promote the UK's Trauma Excellence Centre and save more lives than it's known about. They don't want to promote the good. Of course they don't, Paul. Here's the thing, right? That hospital in Birmingham, right? It did so much. I mean, I went there. Oh Christ! I think I went there twice. No, 3 times. Twice to drop off the high wigs, basically escort them down and drive there. And then the 3rd time, I can remember I picked up 2 guys. Both got injured, but I had to take them back to their camp and then drop them off. And then from their camp, they had to get all the paperwork, kit and stuff like that. And then they got taken to Blenheim, to like hospital, where they got looked after. And yeah, I was so fucking proud of them too. You know, they both, and the funny part was, you're not allowed to smoke in Whitefleet. You're not allowed to smoke in military vehicles. And like, they both smoked, and so did I. So I got the taller one out of the 2, and I got him in the front, and I said, and I pulled over. I said, listen, and I turned around to both of them. I went, listen, do you 2 smoke? And I went, yeah. I said, right, so do I. Right, here's one thing. What we're going to do, right? We open the windows, we smoke, and we get rid of the dog end, and then you 2 will help me clean the car. I didn't expect them to do that. And basically, they were smoking like chimneys. I mean, I must have had about 3 fags in probably in 45 minutes, an hour. These guys probably had about 8, 10. So absolutely understood what they were going through. And we stopped at a service station. I stayed with the car, you know, I took one of the guys in, got some food, came back out, and then got the other guy, went back in, got the food, came back out, and then I went in, got my food, and came out. And like, it was really surreal. Not everyone will understand this, but if you've served, you will. Right? You got a lit fag in your one hand, and you're eating a chicken royale in the other. Right? You finish eating, then you take a sip of your drink, and then you take a drag on your smoke, and then fucking. And it was one of them, and it, you know, yeah. But they're doing well. They did well, and you know, I'm proud of them. So yeah. But people don't realize that. People will never understand that. You know, especially over here. You know, it's just one of those things. Actually, it makes me a little bit sad when I have to think about things like that. That these nurses and doctors and hospital staff and everyone involved, from porters all the way up to kitchen staff and that, they should get the recognition. What are we oh, don't you? Captain Kern, I need to do something to you today. I would like to congratulate you on receiving an honorable. How can I put it? Congratulations, you are an honorary mod, and you shall be invited to somewhere else at some point, and I'll explain everything, but congratulations. I knew there was something I had to do to you. You're Canadian. Wait a minute, wait, you turn up now? Anyway, so yeah, Nina, it's not an anti it's people who claim to be with support. Wait, what? Captain Kern. And by the way, if you don't know who Captain Kern is, okay, all I can say is run, hide, protect yourself. No, I'm only joking. Captain Kern is a very, very, very nice person. Okay, and no, don't fear him. Don't fear him at all. All right, but there you go. There's Captain Kern. Squid, if you want to put your links in, actual fact, I will put your link in for where are you? For your channel here. You can put the other one in. I don't mind people doing that. So guys, if you want to go and check out paste Captain Kerr, thank you so much for sharing the gift. But wonder who let's see who receives the let's see who receives. Yes, you did. Oh, Double Camera received. Welcome, Double Camera. The last humanoid. The last humanoid. Oh no, you. What do you mean alerts? There you go. Here's your alert there. Hey, listen. Wait a minute. Wait, if you gave out 5, why? 1, 2, 3. Why only 3? I don't. Only 3 people lurk. Oh wait, no. Wait, what? What's happening? What just happened? What's going on? What? Oh, right. 1 second. 1 second. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Some people, yeah. Yes. Yeah, no, the reason I can't see, that is weird. I can't understand. This is one thing I can't understand with YouTube, is when you actually remove someone that they, because some people will not be able, oh, you can come and lurk in members only now that you've got a members account. But here's the thing. You won't be able to participate. And one thing I can tell you is that you won't be happy if you take any type of anything from members only streams and then you try to use it on other people's streams, because oh boy, and I've already set something in motion. So okay, right, who have we got here? Okay, got it. Hey, Captain Kern, behave yourself. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you very much, Squid. Appreciate that. Now, look, I appreciate people sharing memberships, and I do appreciate that because it's all going to a good cause. Not just me, but it's going to good causes. Now, I know for a fact there are people who lurk, and thank you very much for 2 of you. I appreciate that you're lurking, and yes, I am going to continue to talk about the crampons. I am going to continue to talk about the lack of intelligence that some people have. So you better get used to it. And if you're here trying to, how can I put it, trying to fix a bridge that has been burnt down with napalm, yeah, not going to work. Unless you know anyone who can get, what's that bridge called again, Roy? That you're a tanky, you know, the pontoon bridge. There you go. Yeah. So anyway, but thank you very much, everyone, for being here. You've got the link that I sent earlier on. Captain Kern, thanks very much for causing chaos in the stream. I do not expect anything less from you. It just shows that they really don't mean that they say when they're talking shit. Which is a funny, yeah. But do you know what? I am glad that you guys are sitting out there lurking and watching this stream. I'm glad, because that means you want to be educated. Right? And I'm also very glad that you're sitting out there, because you're giving me the watch hours and the views. I mean, I have my anniversary is in September for 1 year of being on YouTube live streaming. Cuss you. And I must say that for someone a small creator like myself to be over 47,000 watch hours, actual fact, I think it's a bit more, is just phenomenal. And I've actually spoken to other people and they said, what? And I went, yep. They went, wow. So thank you so much for turning your negativity or your jealousy or whatever you want to call it into positive results. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. But remember, truth, facts, evidence is always going to be here. And if you want to do your own research and confirm what I'm talking about, again. But to all the members and to everyone in the community, there will be a members only on. There will. Well, shall we do that? Shall we do? Friday is going to be. We're going to go Christmas shopping. Do you guys want to do a members only over the weekend? Yeah, I know, Squid. It does get boring if people always agree. I mean, like, I've had conversations with other people here where we've agreed to disagree and disagreed to agree, and we're still talking, and it's still friendly, and it's still fantastic. I like, yeah. So what you honestly expect me, Captain? Hey, Kern, you behaving is like someone dumb falling out of a stupid tree, hitting every branch on the way down, getting up, brushing themselves up, and say, "Does that mean I am now promoted to branch manager?" Yeah. It's but I am, to be honest with you, I'm finding it very difficult to put on a front, and I am very, 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 very desperately struggling to, you know, do you know what? Fuck it. Listen, I know people have received members only, but here's the thing. Right, you've probably received, and I'm very, very appreciative to the people who have gifted other people memberships, and I really do appreciate that. But there's one thing, right? I know when you receive those gift memberships, and you have now a conundrum. The conundrum is this: you can either, when your membership runs out, you can either renew it, meaning that you then have to donate some monies towards this platform, so I can then pass it on to people who really do deserve it, like veterans and veteran families and the members of their families and their children. And yeah, and then you're stuck with me. or you can just sit and lurk, and give me the views, give me the hours, give me the retention, all right, and just receive a free gift from someone who's got more heart and spine and more love to give. And that's why I appreciate people who do gift. And I will do it each month. I have 10 free memberships that I like to get. I gift out, and I'm going to do that all the time, every month. But if you want to try to find some negativity or anything else, let me help you now. When I go in my members only, right, be very, very careful what you do. Just saying. Because people have tried to entrap and tried to think that I'm scared of reacting. Let me tell you this now. I've already put I've already made absolutely sure that if you want to play a game of wits, you will lose hands down. I have never played dirty. I have never gone out of my way, right, to do anything against anyone, right, unless it was in defense of myself or other people. So be grateful that you received a members only gift today, specifically today by Captain Kern, and before by Ammo Girl and other people like who else was it the other day? Who was it? Oh, what was it? Who was it? Oh my God, who was it? I need to write this down. I need to write down who gifts. I need to teach you to do what? How to be patient with people who are idiots. That's easy. No, I don't, Paul. I don't put on the front. Yes, I mean, like everyone who's a creator puts, oh yeah, SMN. There you go. Everyone has to put on a little front to energize, the story. Oh yeah, I showed you that. Jesus Christ, Squid, you've got a brain like a freaking goldfish. I showed you that last week. Or when I was showing you, you were not paying attention, which is probably the actual factual part of it. But yeah, I'll show you that. Yeah, not a problem. My pretty is a bit poorly again. She has been given antibacterial tablets or antibacterial. What the fuck? I mean antibiotics. There you go. That's the one I was looking for. So before we go into the Q&A time, or before we go into the coffee time, I told you that you showed me I did. It's because okay. I'll show you again. I shall show you again. Okay, right. Yes, I shall show you again. Oh, is it? All right. Okay, I need it. Oh, and by the way, Squid taught me something the other day. In regards of live streams. So when you're live streaming, right, you go over and there's like this thing. It's like radio antenna, and it's called a live control room. I didn't know that until Squid Poo Crew told me, right? And basically, yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah. Oh, stream is healthy. Oh shit! Yeah, it does. Viewers activity. Oh wow. Wow. Yes, it does. It tells me. Captain Kern, 5 gift memberships, sent 5 sponsored gifts. Yeah. Brilliant. Oh, I like this setting. I like this setting a lot. I like it a lot. Yeah, so Squid, thank you very much for showing me this. I appreciate that. See, you learn something every day. Right. Anyway, so are there any specific questions in regards of what I covered in regards of the how to notice toxic behavior? Paul. Don't, because you'll never hear the last of it. Anyway, going on, we're going to go to our 5-minute coffee warning. This is usually when you see this screenshot come up, when you see this picture come up, that means you've got 5 to 10 minutes before we go to the question and answer segment, right? And then it's time over. Yeah. And yes, I did find it. Yeah. You learn something every day. I hope that the music is not too loud or you can hear it. Again, big shout out to JK. Now, I hope that I'll give you the link again for. I'll give you that link again. The research that I was doing, and it's a generic research that I'm doing. There's quite more stuff I need to. But if you scroll down to the middle of that, you will come across PDF files. One is on recognizing toxic behavior. The other one is how to set healthy boundaries. Then you got self-care inventory. Then you got setting smart goals, and then personal strength inventory. And you got a lot of stuff there that can help. But like I said, right at the get go with a disclaimer. Right, this is not professional help. This is just my opinion. Oh, it's an hour and a half. Oh, half an hour. Right. Okay then. So from now on, yeah, I'll give you enough time to make yourself a coffee before I start these streams now. And again, big shout out to Amago for helping out, and and also big shout out to DJ Rattis, Squid, Pro Quo, JK Films, Musi Lady, Captain Kern, and many other people, Gail, Hero Chris, and all of you, Roy Lozinger, SMN, right? There's a lot of you, Nina, you as well. What coffee do I drink? I drink Carte Noire, which is sort of a Frenchy name. I try to drink coffee between strength of 6 to 11. When I'm visiting friends abroad, I try to drink filtered coffee. But the problem is, if you're used to one type of coffee and you start drinking other coffee like filtered coffee, you could get a stomach unrest because your system is not used to that strength. So you need to sort of wear your way into it. By drinking small cups of coffee and then work your way into a normal cup, like for adults, so to speak. That is a question I don't want to answer right now, Nina. I've already, we've texted, and obviously, it's a year anniversary, and obviously, it's going to be hard for him and his wife and family and everyone. I'm a little bit. Hi there, EMS. Hi, sweetheart. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I am struggling a little bit, but for me, I celebrate life. I celebrate her life and all the good things that I remember. It's just one of those things. Christmas has different meanings for everyone. There's going to be people who are going to be struggling. They're going to be upset because they lost ones and that. Traditional meal. I mean, I think basically, I think I'm going to have food that there's a possibility that with the food that I'm going to eat this Christmas, you'd be able to feed a small village, with the possibility of having a second. We probably might have roast chicken or a roast. Who knows? But there's going to be a lot of vegetables, roast potatoes, mashed potatoes. You know, there's oh god, who knows? I don't get involved in the cooking. I mean, turkey, yeah, chicken turkey, Christmas turkey. Yeah, we got a big one for this Christmas, a huge one. And the tradition is that you put it on the day before Christmas, and you and basically housewives are up all night, and it's simmering in the oven. You know, so. This new year we're going to be staying at home. We're not going to be doing anything. I'm not in the, to be honest with you, I am not in the mood this year to socialize that much. Yeah, it's a cooked roast. Yeah, it's a roast meal. Oh God, I can't wait. Especially, do you know what I really like about the Christmas roast is you get little sausages wrapped around bacon, Yorkshire pudding, and oh God, oh I can't wait. Mint sauce. Stuffing. Oh god, there's gonna be stuffing, gravy. Oh. And by the way, the terminology for the sausage wrapped around and bacon wrapped around it. Maybe not. Hello, darling. It's called pigs in what is it called? Pigs in a blanket. I think it's called pigs in a blanket. I don't know. But oh god, yeah. Just thinking about that is making me hungry now. You now have officially made me hungry. I need to go and eat. It's called pigs and blanket, isn't it, Paul? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Oh god, I can't wait. Cranberry sauce. Oh, horseradish. Oh god, I can't wait. Yeah. And Yorkshire pudding have to be real. I mean, like I had a meal once years ago. And they got these really, really big Yorkshire puddings. I mean, the size of a dinner plate. And they put all the food inside of that with the gravy. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to Oregon to watch the King Tides for the new year for the first time. Well, good on you. Packing my bags and going to sport. No, you are not coming to my house. That food is mine, Steve. No way on this planet are you coming. No one is coming to my house for dinner. You can jog on. That food is for me. But the Christmas roast is one of the most important dinners, and believe it or not, 99% of the arguments are always in America. You've got your Thanksgiving, right? But over here, if you really want to get to know a family, is go to a Christmas meal, because you'll have the meal, then everyone will argue, people will spit their false teeth out or whatever, then you'll have you'll have your Christmas cake or pudding or trifle or whatever, and then like 20 minutes later you walk back in, everyone's sitting there quiet, with their top trouser button open and richly begging to just be no more food. And then when you walk back out, go make yourself a coffee with a little bit of eggnog or a little bit of, put a little bit of brandy in your coffee. You walk back in, all you hear is and everyone is asleep, because turkey does that. Turkey makes you, when you eat turkey, it makes you tired, and it is absolutely here. Yes, Gail. Do you know what? A few actual facts. Funny you mentioned that. I'm not sure if they're going to do it this Christmas, but last time they did go around. They actually drove all the way down to Cardiff and down to South Wales, and basically they went around and fed the homeless. You know, there was a couple of kitchens down there, a couple of restaurants who were closed, and some of them were willing to open a kitchen up and cook small meals, like, you know, fairly big meals, but meals big enough to feed someone. And and that's one thing that, you know, people should do is, like, you know, if you're in a small community, you know, go around and see, you know, if people want to donate towards buying warm clothing in winter. And don't forget, winter is only for a certain period of time. Most of the year it could be wet, warm, you know, and basically, you know, there was, where do they do it? Not sure where in the UK, but they hired a hangar, like an aircraft hangar somewhere. I'm not sure where that was. And basically they got shitloads of camp beds and loads of mattresses and stuff like that. And basically they went around different major towns and said, hey, look, if you're homeless, we'll keep you safe and warm over the winter. And then by the 15th, 16th of January, we'll give you a little courtesy bag, a little backpack or something. We'll give you like food and stuff like that. And we'll bus you back to where we picked you up. And a lot of people actually jumped on that. And it helped. It took a lot of the homeless off the road, off the streets. It helped some of them with with some of their vices like alcohol or drugs, and it gave them the ability to talk to a doctor or a dentist and get things done. You know, it does help people. So if you want to help someone, what harm is it to get a loaf of bread, get a packet of like meat, or, you know, and make some sandwiches. Make sure you wear gloves, obviously. Make some sandwiches and just go out there and hand them out. You know, or, you know, if you've got a big pot, make a pot of soup. Get some bowls. You know, go and get plastic, you know, paper bowls or plastic bowls and spoons, and go and hand out some soup. You know, make sure you take pepper and bread and salt and with you and that, all right, and some Tabasco sauce or whatever, and just go, hey, are you hungry? Yeah. Do you want some soup? Absolutely. You know, what's in the soup? You just tell them what's in the soup. If they can't eat it, give them a sandwich or something. And also a flask of coffee. Believe it or not, you'll be very surprised how little it costs to buy stuff where you can go out and feed 10, 20, 30 people. You know, and just put a big trash bag out, a big rubbish bag out, and say, look, when you finish, just put all your rubbish in here. You know, and also, if you know your next door, for example, this is what really pisses me off. If you've got next door neighbours, right, there's no harm in knocking on the door, say, hey, what are you doing for this Christmas? Have you got enough food? Oh, well, yeah, no, I'll tell you what, all right, Boxing Day, come and knock on the door. What? Come and knock on the door on Boxing Day. And invite people in, your neighbours in. You know, sometimes your neighbours could be struggling. Or old OAPs, old folk. Knock on the door. Hey, are you going to be on your own this Christmas? Yeah, right, okay. And then we'll pop around, pick you up, and then we'll bring you around to our house so you can have a meal with us. And I'll tell you one thing. You're not just strengthening your community, but what you're doing, you're being a human being. And it shouldn't just be around Christmas, but people obviously go through a lot of issues around Christmas. But by doing that, what you're showing is compassion. You know, it's not all about how tough you are, how big you are, how much money you got. It's about having compassion. You know, and that's one of the things, like, when I do the stream, I want you guys to come in and just be yourself, just chill out. You know, if you're sitting at home, get yourself a drink or get yourself a coffee, get yourself something to eat, just sit back and enjoy. You know, I probably might try to find some royalty and copyright free Christmas music and have that playing in the background. I may not talk for a while, you guys, it's going to be for you. Basically open up the theatre so you can come in, sit down in the warm, and you can talk amongst each other. You know, none of this about any negativity or any crap. It's about you being able to relax and be with someone, even though we're fucking hundreds of miles away from each other, and this is the internet. It's nothing to do with parasocial relationships. It's got nothing. It's just basically having someone where you can come in and go, hey Squid, how you doing? Hey SMN, how are you doing today? Hey Chris, how are you? You know, and yes, people are going to sit there and talk about, talk about the spot on their ass or their toe seems bent or whatever, right? But you're communicating, you're talking, right? And trust me, it does a lot of good. You know, and never be, and the thing is, you have to remember, never the emotions. This Christmas, birthdays, and stuff like that are like roller coasters, emotional roller coasters, and you have to remember that. All right, just remember that. Yes. And there you go. So look forward to that. The only problem is, do I do it as friends? Do I do it members only, or do I do it open? I don't know. Because a lot of people don't have members only, and I don't want people to start spending money. So I'm going to do it as a normal, as a normal stream. But there's going to be another one as well. Anyway. Christmas is a difficult period. Hey Steve, hit me up. I'll touch base with you about that game, by the way. To be honest with you, I am actually interested in that game. But you take care, fella, and thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. Hey Kim, what you could do, how about you do this? Contact your kids, right, and say, hey, would you like to spend Christmas with me? And if they turn around and say, oh, it's, we'd have to travel, say, no. Right, go on Zoom and just have like a Christmas party on Zoom. Just close it down private. Make sure you only give the link to the people that you want in there, and then have an online Christmas party. You can have conversations and stuff like that. And if someone says, right, enough's right, we're having enough, we're going to go out and stuff like that, you still got the link, right? You close it down, and like if they want to get back on, that means like even the kids, the grandkids know they can talk to you. Does that make sense? There's always a way to celebrate Christmas together, even if you're miles and miles away from each other. Because look what we're doing. What do you mean with that? Only doing it in 24 hours, open it up for everyone else. Yeah, I mean, see what happens. See what happens. But anyway, guys, we are coming to the end. So if you've got any questions specifically about today's stream or about upcoming streams, let me know. Friday, we're definitely going to be we're going Christmas shopping.
Rome shall fall.
Yeah. Next, and yeah, if you got any ideas of stories you want me to read, Christmas stories, then please let me know, and we'll do a story time as well. That's for sure. We'll do a story time. Yeah, don't think I forgot. So anyway, if you've got any questions, let's hear them.
The gods once praised now turn their head as honor fades and truth lies dead.
Yeah, I can do that.
Has come, no blade
Because there's some people who don't have, actual fact, I'm thinking of doing it the other way around.
by fear through winding streets where echoes weep. Rot spreads deep
Yep.
secret.
And we're going to have the same thing again this year. Ho, ho, ho. Who you calling ho? I mean, ho, ho. No. Yep.
Spirits die. Rome shall fall. Its heart
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I need to go back in there and sort that out because I owe lots of money as well. But we're definitely, I totally forgot about that. I really forgot. I've even neglected my game streams as well, so I need to get back on that. It's just that, sometimes you're busy and there's not much you can do about it. But anyway, guys, any questions? If you got them, ask them now or forever hold your peace.
left to lift the tail. Foundations tremble, dust fills the air. The cost of greed, too great to bear.
Yeah, we'll sort something out. We'll sort something out. We'll have a fantastic Christmas. All right, but you need to remember that it's going to be for you guys. So sometimes I may not even talk. Okay, Hawkeye.
Too great to bear.
Okay, guys. Well, all I can say is this. Thank you very much for being here. I hope that everyone enjoyed the stream. And I'll be seeing you soon. So on that note, enjoy the tunes. And I'll let you enjoy the tunes here. Okay? So on that note, take care.
they go. Live every night selling drama on demand, with crampons sitting on their ass and dicky on hand. Fake tears falling, oh I'm just speaking truth, while they pocket super chats and exploit the loons. Gator rolls in trying to act real cool, but he's stirring up heat, breaking all the rules. Haters in a circle, all bark, no bite, till Spawn Trooper drops and it flips on the light.
Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he assess the situation at hand. Spawn Trooper, then he say the words, truth don't kneel to no one man. Spawn Trooper,
The force is weak with this one. Deuces in the mix, spinning lies for the stream. He acts like a king, but his throne's just a meme. Dodging all the questions with a scripted phrase, trying to fool the crowd, but he's just a face. Bones Lacker's got a seat at the front of the show, putting up a front, but got nowhere to go. Guano's hiding in shadows, throwing shade in the chat. They all act tough, but Spawn Trooper's on that.
Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he assess the situation at hand. Spawn Trooper, then he say the words, truth don't kneel to no one man. Spawn Trooper,
The force is weak with this one. Now the people rise, no longer blind. The lies unravel one stream at a time. Truth's not merch, it don't come in packs. And Spawn Troopers got receipts, not just attacks. He says turn off the feed, walk into the sun. This war for your mind, it's already begun. With clarity, blazing like a saber so bright, he leads the way through the digital night. Spawn Troopers say,
I see you playing, keeping up the show, spinning your stories, but the truth starts to flow. Your gators pull high like you're some kind of lord, but all you're doing is striking out with the faulty sword. You're no warrior, just a puppet on strings. Your fake crown don't mean a thing. The game's up now, you're out of moves. Spawn Troopers here to expose your grudge. Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he assesses the situation at hand. Spawn Trooper, then he say the words, truth don't kneel to no one man. Spawn Trooper,
the force is weak with this one.
Truth will rise in the end, no place for deceit.
May grim unwind, get a whole group on. The force is weak with this whole bunch.